Which one should we do?
Trump.
Trump on DeSantis.
DeSantis, gotta be.
Which one is that? The one where he's at the rally? Okay.
Yeah.
5A.
Yeah. This is Donald Trump. He's at a rally in Davenport, Iowa.
Round and into form.
And things are starting to heat up with him and DeSantis. Ron DeSantis was on Fox and Friends the other day playing catch with Brian Kilmeade. Brian Kilmeade throws like a righty throwing with his left hand. That's the best way I could say that.
Yes.
There's a lot of this going on.
God, they are so afraid of like people calling them non-masculine. Like they just say, we playing sports in the interview. We're playing sports in the interview.
And trying to
let's get the well. DeSantis was a ball player.
He was a baseball player.
He was an actual ball player, and Kilmeade is out there. I love the fact they didn't bother to take off their suit coats. No, they're really letting it rip.
Oh yeah.
And it also looks like Kilmeade's put Kilmeade's up there because Kilmeade's glove looks like literally they just went down to like the local Target and was just like, get me any glove.
Yeah.
And
it's as fresh as a daisy.
Yeah, that glove isn't. That's the first time that glove has ever been worn.
Oh,
yeah,
God, his hand is cramping as he's trying to close it.
Time to run for president. Would you think at some time it's safe to say that would be one of your goals?
I would barely make it to him.
I would only do stuff if I thought there was a rationale for me to accomplish things on behalf of the people. So it's all substance driven about whether I could serve or not serve in a variety of capacities. But I'll tell you,
up. Oh my. So Kilmeade played in high school. All right. So
but I mean, everyone needs to see that before we go to this. Because, like, that's what DeSantis is doing.
DeSantis also took his first sort of veiled shots at Trump by lumping him with Biden, saying that he was right and they, being Trump and Biden, were wrong in reacting to COVID.
So he's DeSantis is playing ball on RINO, Paul Ryan controlled Fox News, and Trump's out there with the people.
Here is Trump in Iowa.
Mention this part, but we have to. Should I mention it? More exciting. Okay, so remember this. Ron DeSantis. Did anyone ever hear of DeSantis? The sanctimonious DeSantis. Ron DeSantis strongly opposed ethanol. Do you know that? And we don't even know if he's running, but I might as well tell you. If he's not running, I'll say he was fine on ethanol. Don't worry about it. He strongly opposed ethanol and fought against it at every turn, and he's going to do that again because people that come out early for something, that's where they go. That's what it is. So, he may do something politically, but he was very, very bad on ethanol, and he fought it all the way, and he also fought against Social Security. He wanted to decimate it and voted against it 3 times. Voted against Social Security. That's a bad one. A lot of people don't know that, but I think they've been finding out over the last 4 weeks. One of the reasons that we're zooming in the polls, perhaps. Maybe that's one. Maybe it's other things, too. It's really based on what we've done, I think. And on Social Security,
I just love the fact this dude cannot even, he has to take credit for every single thing that happens. He couldn't even say, people found out that he doesn't like Social Security. And people really care about their Social Security. Of course, we did that.
I made them find out.
They
would never have known if it weren't for me.
I know it won't land with you. Social Security is very important, but it would be even more important if you heard from me.
Yes.
That it's important. Makes it that much more important. It's really amazing. It's just amazing. It's too bad that he actually is running for president.
It's too bad that he's a terrible person and has led the country because
could again
and because he's so good at this.
It's one of the reasons that we're zooming in the polls, perhaps. Maybe that's one. Maybe it's other things too. It's really based on what we've done, I think. And on Social Security, we're at it. He wanted the minimum retirement age to be lifted to people that are 70 years old, a substantial increase over what it is right now. That's a big increase. And
he can't remember what it is right now.
Severely cut Medicare. I will not be cutting Medicare, and I will not be cutting Social Security. But you have to remember, Ron was a disciple of Paul Ryan. who is a RINO loser who currently is destroying Fox and would constantly vote against entitlements. He would just vote against, remember that, the wheelchair over the cliffs, the Democrats used it. The wheelchair over the cliff commercial, very effective. That was about him. But Paul Ryan's a big reason that Mitt Romney, I'm not a big fan of Mitt Romney, lost his election.
I hate everybody.
And to be honest with you, Ron reminds me a lot of Mitt Romney. So I don't think you're going to be doing so well here, but we're going to find out. But those are the facts. But I'm proud to say
Mitt Romney DeSantis, six DeSantis sanctimonious. Mitt Romney.
Romney.
I love this. Should I go there?
Yeah.
I'll go
Think
there.
about this.
I've been known to hold back. I love when he gets guttural down like that too.
People are making a big deal out of him being low energy in this, but people forget. He could be.
He's not low energy.
He's
dynamic.
He's being reserved. He's being reserved is what he's doing. Look at how. Let's play this other Kilmeade clip. This is Kilmeade. This is the one before that, right? Where he starts off by saying, this is number 4. Yeah. Look at it. Like Fox is out there. They're killing him kindly. Look at this. This is the way that Kilmeade is gonna present it. Like, well, Trump has actually been improving in some ways. Here he goes.
Since he went and visited East Palestine, stopped having lunch with white supremacists, and has got a very disciplined message. According to the Emerson poll, he's got 73% approval rating among Republicans with high school degrees or below, and he's winning in almost every state outside California. And I'll add this to it: it would be interesting if he does not win Iowa. And you go to and Governor Sununu gets into New Hampshire, and Governor Sununu is so popular, winning 3 terms as governor there. He could be out and on a bit of a roll. This is the most disciplined I've ever seen him, even compared to 2016. If you see his team, you get text messages every day about policy, not such and such is a jerk or this person has nickname. There are policy things coming out, so it seems very organized. And if you look at when the primaries start rolling out, if he is not strong in Iowa and Sununu's popular in New Hampshire, he might have to wait 2 events in order to win. And I assume it's going to be South Carolina and then Nevada.
But we've been hearing he's going to have all this momentum to get going. So if he doesn't finish big in the first couple of races, it's like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what the voters care about, discipline on this.
They're really trying to sort
be
of
disciplined.
split the needle here.
That's how I wanted to 2016 is how disciplined I was.
The attempt to humanize DeSantis with the baseball catch, and then this being like, well, if Chris Sununu gets in the race, it's like Chris Sununu is polling at 0.5%.
Yeah,
We're
right.
worried about that? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
If Chris Sununu gets into the race and wins in New Hampshire, nobody's going to even the entire spin is going to be like, no one cares.
Yeah,
it's like
we'll
when
move
Kasich
on.
won Ohio in 2016, it just didn't.
It didn't mean anything.
It was meaningless. He was the governor of the state, so he won his state. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, Trump certainly is disciplined in terms of like he's disciplining Ron, but yeah, I'm getting enjoyment out of it because 1, I like him attacking Republicans, but 2, like he does sound like his 2016 self, and I think they should be worried about that.
I'm not going to touch Social Security. Good.
And the other thing I wanted to say about that was him pointing out the wheelchair off the cliff thing. Like,
oh, he does that. He brings that up.
I know.
All the time.
Well, good.
Yeah.
But why is Trump better at recalling Democratic messaging attacking Republicans on Social Security and Medicare than the Democrats are?
Good point.